And we're live! Welcome to Startup TNT Summit X! Let's hear that energy. Let's hear that energy.
Good. We'll work on that energy.
Yeah. I'm Zach Storms. I'm one of the founders of Startup TNT, and I'm here today with Nadeem Chin. Say hi, Nadeem.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks, Zach. Thanks.
All right, it's Summit X. X for mystery, X for extreme, X for something I shouldn't say, and X for
10?
Summit 10. We've been doing this for 5 years. It's Summit 10, 2 summits a year. Now listen, I think a lot of you don't know Nadeem, so I want to just make sure he's got his TNT chops with him today. So I've got a test for you. You ready? Mm-hmm. I'm going to say 2 words. You're going to tell me what these words have in common. Ready? Granify, DriveWise.
Exit.
Exit. 2 local companies that exited in the last 12 months. Sean, former CTO of DriveWise, is here with us tonight. He's one of our investors. Let's hear it for DriveWise. Things are happening in Edmonton. Okay, let's move to learning about Nadeem.
Yeah.
So Nadeem, what do we have in common?
Well, why did we, when Zach was trying to find a co-host, he actually put out a call saying, who is closest to me in age? And
you won't believe this, but we're only 7 days apart in age. I know.
7
I
days
look like I could be his dad, but we're almost the same age.
Yeah, we're actually 7 days apart. I'm actually older than him, which is maybe the wildest thing about it. But one thing we definitely have in common is that we are truly, we consider ourselves community builders at heart.
100%. Different communities. Tell us about the community you helped build. It's an international community. Actually, your co-founder's here tonight, too. I saw her. Tell us about it.
I'm not co-founder, but successor.
Okay. Sorry, I'm giving away too much. Tell us about what you did.
Yeah, so 11 years ago, I was part of I had 2 other people that helped me start a group called November Project in Edmonton. It has a lot of similarities to Startup TNT, bringing people together, helping them get involved in the city, doing something really cool. And different. The way that it's a little bit different is that they meet 3 mornings a week, 6 a.m. outdoors, no matter the weather. But the one thing is you can count on them. Just like you can count on Startup TNT, 283 weeks, Thursdays of tradition.
Yeah, we've met every day, including on Christmas, and it's been hard to drink beer on Thursdays for that long. So it's similar.
but different. November Project is more sweating, climbing up some stairs, running up a hill, getting that physical fitness in. But I mean, you guys are rehydrating people, so that's very important.
It's an important role in the community, rehydrating. All right, let's talk about what you do now, because you have a very important new role in our community. Tell us about it.
Maybe, yeah. So I work for the Venture Mentoring Service. It's a program based out of the University of Alberta. Where we play is we are here to help grow the entrepreneur. So a lot of different programs and services that are out there can help you with raising capital, helping commercialize your product. We're here to help you grow as an entrepreneur, and we do it through group mentorship. And so you can get mentors by some seasoned business leaders in the city. We have a number of them in the audience today, and a lot of people within the VMS community. You don't have to put your hands up if you're in here, but if people, if they do, that'd be great. And if people you want to talk to people that are part of VMS or you're interested about it, you can come talk to me or anyone that's part of it here as well today. Yeah. Like yourself, Zach,
I was a mentee.
You were a mentee.
Yeah.
Tim, a mentor. And actually, maybe as we bring up the next person, this person was part of VMS right at the beginning, 2013. They had their venture in it. So he was a mentee. And I only started 2 months ago, but so let's fast forward to now. This person is a mentor in the program. So if you become part of VMS, you actually could be mentored by this person. That's kind of cool. And I'm sure you could read all about his career and what he's done and accomplished. Like I said, we know him in VMS as a mentor in our community. You may know him as the CEO of Edmonton Unlimited or the guy who's been bringing energy back into this building. Edmonton, please welcome Tom Vinica.
Welcome, Tom. Welcome, Tom.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that intro. That was great. Welcome to the space. I'm so grateful that you all are using this space and that you're excited to be here. I'm so excited to see the companies that are presenting tonight or pitching tonight. That's going to be super awesome. That is what we're about. We're about entrepreneurship and building real companies that have global impact so that we're super excited to be hosting Startup TNT tonight. We're also something that's really important that's happening next week. I don't know if any of you have heard about this yet, but Startup Week is next week, and and we are super pumped about it. We have some really amazing programming that's happening all the way through the week. Go to Startup. There's a website. Google it. It'll come. Google. Startup, Luma, Startup, something. It'll come up, and you can pick register for your sessions. A couple of ones that I really want to highlight really quickly. The kickoff is at Tuesday morning, and there's going to be some awesome just stuff to happen, networking, a really great group that's going to be there. Later that day, Chris Hively is an entrepreneur. He founded MapQuest, sold it for, I don't know, over $1 billion, 1.2 I think, and then went on to do a lot of community building in a number of different ecosystems around North America. And so he's going to be talking about community building, and that I think is super important for all of us. It's not just something for those who are specifically tasked all day with community building. Community is all of us. And so this is a way that we can all kind of find how to participate and how to contribute to this awesome community that we have, an entrepreneurial community. So that's going to be a really great one. That's at 4 o'clock or 3:45. And so we'd love to see you there. And then also, of course, launch party, where we're going to have another 10 companies that we are super excited to be different companies than today that you can see. And yeah, I guess there is, well, anyways. So we're really excited about that. And so please register, sign up. We've had really great attendance so far in signups. We're really excited about the momentum that we're getting. And so please continue that momentum, and we'll see you next week.
Ooh, let's hear it for Tom. Thank you, Tom. I want to give Tom a quick shout out. I don't know if he knows this, but Tim and I were walking down the street. Tom had only gotten his new job for like maybe a week. We literally bumped into him, and he was like, hey, have you guys met Russ? And we were like, no, what's up, Russ? And Russ was like, I just sold my company. I'm looking for something to do. And guess what he's doing? He's investing with us right now at Startup TNT. Thank you, Tom. All right, I want to give a quick shout out. Can I give a quick shout out? There's a very special guest here tonight. Councillor Karen Tang is in the house. You may not know this, but I actually did my undergrad with Councillor Karen Tang. Can you believe that? And now we share a house together, so it's like crazy. It's crazy. You just never know. All right. Oh, I want to give a shout out to the Community Safety and Wellness Accelerator. Let's hear from them. A bunch of them are here in the house from out of town. Say hi to Community Safety and Wellness Accelerator friends that are here tonight.
Let's go.
And then I think we have to get going because we're going to lose the crowd before it even starts.
The timing, we're way behind. Are we? I don't know. Yeah, so let's start with the land acknowledgement. We acknowledge all the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit who have walked on this land before us. We recognize this land has been here before us and will remain here long after we are gone. The land we are on embraces the spirits and lives of those that have lived on it and shares the narratives of those who have walked on it before us. And tonight we are going to honor those stories that this land carries, and we aim to create a safe space for all Indigenous communities here at Thursday Night Tradition. Tonight we honor their mission to gather the community and share their stories.
All right, and speaking of sharing stories, we got 15 companies pitching tonight. We got a few slides to help explain to everybody what's happening, and Nadim's going to kick us off.
Yeah, let's talk about who are pitching. These are the logos of the companies that are pitching tonight. They're going to describe what they do, because why would I do that? But if you look at their logos, let's just talk about how diverse this group is. We have a basketball league here. We have an organization that's extracting lithium from oil wells, and we have animal trackers on farms. There's a lot of different things tonight.
It's a very diverse group. This is what we love about the summit. And I do really want to emphasize, this is not just a pitch event. We've got investors that are each committing $5,000 per person to come together to conduct due diligence for about 8 weeks with these entrepreneurs. The investors don't know who they're going to invest in. They don't know the entrepreneurs. They don't even know each other. And this is a pretty cool, unique aspect of something we've built here in Edmonton, where strangers get together. It's kind of a reverse concept from what you usually hear, where you need that warm introduction to find an investor. Here, we try and build a meritocracy. The investors put their smart minds together and pick the best investment. And you get to see it live on November 14th at our finale. So the top 5 companies will go through due diligence and join us at the finale on November 14th. And this isn't just an Edmonton thing. This started here. Our first summit was in January, February of 2020. We're now across all of Western Canada. We're actually the most active pre-seed and seed stage investment group in all of Western Canada, with $15.8 million invested into 103 startups. Yeah, that's freaking amazing.
That's impressive.
And that came from 453 investors writing on average a $5,000 check at a time. We syndicated over 2,000 checks. This is pretty awesome. I would like to say it's the best way to do angel investing because it starts with having fun at organizations and events like tonight. And I'm really honored that we've had some amazing partners along the way. A lot of them are here tonight. They help us put on the events. They help fund our operations and our activities. They help support our entrepreneurs. And I'm going to give a proper shout out to them throughout the night, but I do just want to give a special thanks to both Alberta Innovates and Prairies Canada, who supported us way back in 2020. We were less than a year old. They gave us a little bit of startup funding way back then to put on a couple events, and here we are today. So thank you so much. We've met a bunch along the way here, many of them here tonight. So yeah, let's hear it for them. Thanks. And you see a lot of recognizable logos on here. A lot of them also here tonight. They've been with us. Like, for example, Arden and Yasmin, who've been part of TNT community since we started it way back in 2019. Arden actually introduced my co-founder, Tim, to the event when it was hosted at a semi-abandoned bar. All right, I'm going to hand it back to Nadeem.
Okay, let's go over some of the ground rules. Now, we have some incredible founders that are going to be pitching their businesses tonight, and they put their blood, sweat, and tears to what they are going to be doing. They come across a lot of challenges, and some days are really tough. But today, that's not what this is. This is not one of those tough moments because we have, over 100 people here who are very supportive, right? So
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're bringing some energy.
We're getting there, right? So we're going to practice what it looks like to show some support, and we're not talking about your polite piano recital applause. We're talking about, loud cheering, okay? Downtown, people are gone. So wait.
There it is.
Okay, wait. No. Let's get some rules here, and this includes everyone on the side that needs to stand, and everyone here. But this means cheer. So when I do this, we're going to cheer, and this is really important because we also need to be realistic, and we need to cap off the cheers at some point. So when you see this, it's like a hard stop on the cheers. Got it? So I think let's try it. So. Steve, I see you. Come on. It's good. It's okay.
Not bad.
You wasted the bad cheer on me, and that's fine. Let's save the good cheers for all the founders that are going to be pitching here tonight. What else do I got to tell you? It's on my list here. Oh, not everyone presenting is going to make it to the finale, and that's okay because you're going to have the chance to help them grow in what they're doing. They're going to be up here talking about what they do, but if you have any feedback, any connections, anything that you can do to support them, that's what this is about. Yes, there's a chance to get some funding here, but also supporting these founders and what they're going to do. And we're going to actually highlight some of the pitches or the startups from the very first summit who never made it to the finale, and actually talk about what they're doing today and some of the success that they've seen. So there's a bright future ahead for everybody here, right?
We only feel good at TNT.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the last slide, and then we're going to get to the pitches. Here we go.
Yeah. So
what's happening?
We should be done in our pitches around 7:30, and then if you're in Edmonton, you can go to Red Star at about 8:30 if you want to continue on with the hype.
Yeah.
If you live in another airport code,
yeah,
that's where you're going to go in Saskatchewan, Winnipeg.
You do have to know your airport code. Yeah, it's important that you know your airport code.
Or the other Alberta city south of us. That's where you're going.
And
always,
nameless.
If you want to donate to the bar tab, the e-transfer email is up in the top right corner.
Super easy. Okay, who's ready for some pitches? All right, up to present the first batch of pitches is our good friend Angelo from MNP. Welcome, Angelo. Angelo needs a cheer. Let's get Angelo up here.
Wow, this is look at that, it's energy.
Woo!
I've never had a leader actually help me cheer for.
Yeah, this guy's experienced.
This is awesome.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, give that a tip. That's awesome. My name is Angelo. Great to be here. Also great to have Nadeem here. We're also big fans of VMS at MNP. So for folks who haven't met yet, my name is Angelo. I lead our technology and innovation team in our province. That's a team that's really a one-stop shop for a lot of tech companies, building their companies from ideation, helping them raise capital through our financial CFO services, Shred, help them expand internationally, all the way to helping them exit. So for folks that are not familiar with MNP, I know I've been here quite a few times, we are a national accounting consulting firm headquartered here in Alberta. And we've always been known as the as the firm for entrepreneurs. And that's why I'm very excited to be the first person here to introduce our set of entrepreneurs here today. So without further ado, our first entrepreneur on stage, we got Mubarak from Battle League Pro-Am. So take it away.
Let's hear it. Progress the slides with the arrow. It's your game stand.
Okay.
Game stands.
All right. It's a pleasure to be on the stage today. Kind of nervous, but I think we'll go along as it goes. Yeah, so as I mentioned, my name is Mubarak, co-founder of Battle League Pro-Am, and we're a basketball league platform that features NBA athletes and providing an alternative basketball development pipeline for Canadian basketball athletes. So Canadian basketball market is ever growing. It's we are featuring heavy basketball teams now in the Olympics. The market has grown from 1.5 billion from 2019 to 2.1 billion in 2024. But there's a gap. A lot of thousands and thousands of talented basketball athletes are falling through the cracks, not having avenues to showcase their talents. And basketball fans don't have a lot of avenues to watch the sport that they love in their home soil. And that's where we come in. So we're a platform, we're building a basketball league platform that features the best of the best talent, which are NBA stars, combined with international professionals, providing a different development pipeline for Canadian athletes, while giving an avenue for fans to enjoy and connect with the sports that they love in their home soil. Okay, and as I mentioned, that is a problem that we are currently facing. On the athlete side, Canadian basketball athletes lack enough platforms to showcase their talent domestically, leading to lack of college scholarship opportunities and professional development pipelines as well. And while on the fan side, we basically can't watch any basketball games or attend any basketball games, especially during the summertime, in our home soil. So this is where we can come in. So we built a platform, as you can see in the picture here, where we feature the top talent, which are NBA players, international pros and celebrities, providing exposure and scholarship and development opportunities for Canadian basketball athletes, while giving fans an opportunity to watch the sport live and in person. So I knew I was going to be here today. Early in the summer, I raised $35,000 for my mom. Yeah, so mom, shout out mom. So we set out to test our product to see if there is an adequate demand for this, and this is what we came with. So we hosted our inaugural event at the Expo Center this summer. We featured an NBA talent, 17-year vet, Lou Williams, and also through our conversations, we were able to secure talent for next year, 2025, 4 high-level basketball players that used to play in the NBA. Due to the talent that we were able to secure, we were able to get partners, secure partnerships with companies like Nike, Sports Camps Canada, Body Armor Sports Drink, Frank and Oak, and Panago, just by the shared talent that we were able to put together. And our live event success, we were able to feature 2,800 attendees, direct ticket sales, buying tickets to these events, and we only had a 2-month runway and a $10,000 marketing spend. So this is what we were able to do our past year. And our success story as well is Josh Ahayere, one of the best high school basketball players from Edmonton, secured a scholarship opportunity to a D1 school using our assets, our game film, to secure this opportunity at Colgate University in the States. Okay, awesome. So, yeah.
Take us home.
Yeah, so quickly to wrap it up. We just did this. We did this alone in just 2 months with a small team. And our business model is specifically through 5 streams: ticket sales, advertising, corporate sponsors, media licensing, new camps and leagues. And we want to get to a place in 2027 where advertising and media rights are a huge revenue maker for us. So we're raising a $600K seed round to expand into more markets, Toronto and Vancouver specifically, increase our marketing and sales team, because this is what we were able to do by just 4 of us in just 2-month period. So hopefully you guys get to speak with me as well. And then we'll see.
Ready? Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
All right, that was great. Balls live. That's awesome. Our next entrepreneur on the stage, we got Michael from Colabmacs.
Thank you. Which way's forward?
The one with the arrows.
Okay. Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Hume, founder and CEO of the Collaborative Lab Management and Access Control System, or Colabmacs. Colabmacs is a software platform for managing specialized equipment in shared spaces, so technical staff can focus on innovation instead of administration. In essence, we run the machine that builds. A quick introduction to shared spaces and the open access model. Apologies for the slide. It's a lot less cluttered when it's animated, but if you just follow me from the left, it all starts with your idea. You have an idea. The facilities have resources, equipment, and expertise that you would like to access to bring your idea to life. These resources require training. Once you get the training, you can get certification, which unlocks the schedule, allowing you to book and use these resources along with everybody else. The facilities charge users for the time that they use in order to generate their revenues. The challenge is that managing and optimizing these facilities is a complex task. Oftentimes, equipment is left underutilized in off-peak times, resulting in uncaptured revenues. Administrative tasks handled by the technical team mean less time spent on innovation. And funding and governance bodies have an onerous reporting requirements that are necessary for these facilities to access required supports. At Colabmacs, we focus on solving this in 3 main areas: managing physical equipment access, training and safety records, and tracking usage for billing, reporting, and analytical purposes. As a former operations manager of one of Canada's core premier open access facilities, I have deep subject matter expertise in this area, and in fact, I've built this platform before. We're now leveraging 15 years of experience and taking those lessons learned and incorporating them in our commercial product. As a quick case study, at the University of Alberta's NanoFab, where I first built this product, with approximately 500 users, we were able to see an increase of 320% revenue over 5 years and access $45 million in capital investments, and they are now our first customer. Our go-to-market strategy is straightforward, starting with our beachhead market of academic core facilities and public makerspaces, with intentions on transitioning into the industrial maintenance management market in the future. That market is currently estimated to be worth approximately $50 billion globally and is predicting strong growth as more facilities transition to computerized maintenance systems. We're a B2B SaaS product looking at reaching our first $1 million in annual revenue after onboarding approximately 20 facilities. Our initial ideal customers are academic core spaces and public maker spaces, many of which we're in early discussions with today. There are other products in this landscape. However, we feel that our platform is a better fit for a broader number of applications. Our team is led by myself, our technical team, strategic advisor, and marketing professionals. Today, we're looking for strategic partnerships with business-oriented individuals willing to contribute resources to drive company growth. Colabmacs, we run the machine that builds. For more information, please visit our website or feel free to talk to me afterwards. Thank you very much.
All right, great job, great job. Our next entrepreneur, we got Irfan from MediversAI.
Hello everyone, I'm Irfan, founder of MediversAI. Let's start talking about pilots. We can all agree that training and receiving feedback for a pilot is crucial in their profession. The same story with residents, surgical residents. They need to receive feedback to improve their surgical skills, but they do not receive enough feedback. As a consequence, the error rate of new surgeons is 9 times higher than experienced surgeons and adds up to the $6 billion annual cost of surgical errors. At MediversAI, we use the power of AI and data technology to improve surgical training and by analyzing surgical videos. We analyze surgical video, provide feedback to residents, and help them know how to be better surgeons. So far, with the collaboration with cataract surgeon and ophthalmologist, we have developed the largest data set of annotated surgical video around the world. And with that, we develop a prototype for our model, which in the hand of users, we receive feedback, it is phenomenal or it is fantastic to have these tools. The market opportunity here is surgical training. Surgical training currently has around $782 million. Our obtainable market is ophthalmology surgical training. And we believe that in the era of AI and willingness of medical community to use AI technology, we are at the right time to target North America market, which include more than 2,000 cataract surgeons, 2,000 ophthalmology residents, more than 10,000 cataract surgeons, and more than around 100 surgical schools around North America. We offer them a SaaS model. We offer them a video analysis platform that they can use to analyze the video, or they can have monthly membership, or institution can subscribe annual membership. We are not alone in the market. There are other companies that target surgical training as well. But among all of them, our solution is scalable to all training sessions, including wet lab, surgical rooms, AR, VR, and everything. And we also cover cataract surgery. This thing is not possible without a team of young talent and with collaboration with experts that have more than 40 years experience in developing health tech technology. At this time, we are seeking around $300K to actually refine our MVP and develop our market strategy. Thank you so much. Join us and help us to revolutionize the world of surgical training.
All right, all right. Nadeem is always on point. I think you got it. I think you got it. Our next entrepreneur, we got Sanjay from RewardsX.
Thank you, Angelo, for introducing me. Okay. In honor of Mr. Ratan Tata, a visionary leader, and his legacy will continue to inspire me and others, and for the generations to come. RewardsX. From CredWise, it's our first flagship product, and it's an AI-powered aggregator platform for credit card rewards and loyalty program. The current reward system, it's complicated and there's lack of transparency. Canadians are losing on average of $1,000 each year. And the solution is RewardsX, which lets consumer to link their credit card and makes recommendation every time they are making a purchase. And this is a free for consumer app. And we tailored the solution beyond rewards with airline industry and car rental, parking, and travel insurance as well. To build this application, we had to go through 2 years of painful process, developing internal APIs, which powers this application, puts us in a very competitive market space. The total market that we are looking at is $31 billion for credit card rewards, and the obtainable market is about $500 million. And the competitive landscape, we are well positioned to deliver beyond just credit card rewards compared to our market competition. And our go-to-market strategy, in Q4 2024, we'll be launching free for consumer app, starting with that. Post that, we'll be building our internal sales funnel to reach various KPI and to achieve product market fit before Q4 2025. We achieved various milestones and built various products within the past 6 months, and we have also been part of various accelerators across Canada. Some of them we graduated and some of them we are still part of. And in terms of revenue, our main source of revenue is going to be coming from API by partnering with e-commerce giant and food delivery partners, and other APIs include SaaS model. In terms of technology from day one, RewardsX will support all the major financial institutions in Canada. From the ground up, we built this technology in-house, and in 2025, we'll be supporting over 1,100 plus credit cards across entire North America. In terms of the team, our team is having a combined experience of 40 plus years in banking domain and software development. I would like to thank my internal development team, consists of about 15 people working across the country, and we're seeking about $500,000 in funding in pre-seed round. This will help us to achieve product market fit, and it will allow us to unlock additional grant funding of over $400,000. Thank you so much.
That was great. Great.
First 4 pitches done. My mic's not on. First 4 pitches done. All right. Look, before we get to the next batch of 4 pitches, we have a couple of quick things we want to do. We want to give a little thank you to some of our sponsors. So, PrairieScan is not with us tonight, but I do want to give them a little shout out. So, PrairieScan supports business innovation and community economic development through a range of programs, providing millions of dollars to our funding community. They've been our supporters since 2020. If you're an entrepreneur, they give loans. If you're an organization like ours, they give grants. I encourage everyone to check them out. Osler, a best friend forever. Osler has been, for as long as I can remember, which is not that long, but long enough, the #1 law firm in Canada on M&A deals, in both volume and value. We work with them all the time in doing deals with our companies, and so I encourage any entrepreneur here that is looking for some deal term sheet support to check out Osler. We can make you a nice referral. And finally, our friends at API. API is one of the largest not-for-profits focused on life sciences in all of Canada. I hope many of you got to see some of their amazing events last week or 2 weeks ago at Life Sciences Week, and they co-organized with us our Life Sciences Summit, which we now run twice a year. So thank you, PrairieScan, Osler, and API. Yeah, let's do it for them. All right, now, this is a fun little segment we decided to do to tell you a little bit about some of the past entrepreneurs from that very first summit.
Very first summit when Zach's beard was a little bit less gray.
Yeah. Yeah, things have changed. Okay, so here's kind of an interesting stat. The 8 best deals, to the best of my knowledge, the 8 best deals from that summit, 6 of which raised money at TNT, have now raised $47 million and employ 195 people. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? We saw them all pitch back in January of 2020. That's what they've accomplished. But there was also a lot of people pitching up there that are just regular people like you and me, Nadeem. And they didn't raise money from TNT, but they're actually out there doing awesome stuff. So let's show 2 of them right now. One of them is actually here with us tonight. I have to progress the slide myself, don't I? You got me covered. It's Mitchell Eaton sitting over in the corner over there. Listen to this update from Mitchell. Prototype Hubs, who he pitched back in January 2020, was acquired by Prototech in June of 2024. Congratulations, Mitchell. All of the Prototype team has also been hired by Prototech. And maybe a benefit for not raising money, Mitch owned 100% of the company when he sold it. Look at that. Congratulations, Mitch. He'd like to let you know that he's only had 2 burnouts during the 5-year duration of building that company. And some little advice from Mitch. One day I asked myself, what if? I no longer have to ask myself, what if? Because I took a chance and now I know the outcome. Life is short. Just do it. Words of wisdom from Mitchell or Nike, or whoever said that first. Thank you, Mitch Eaton. All right, who else we got up here?
Yeah, Story City, Emily Craven. I met Emily when she first moved to Edmonton in 2019. She was at the first pitch in 2020. Since then, Emily has launched a dozen new stories across Alberta and Edmonton and Calgary. She has had her first step into the United States of America in Atlanta, so they are expanding outside of Canada. And they just received some significant funding from the Canadian Media Fund to build their own first-party content, which can be playable in any city around the world. Talk about World Takeover.
There you go. Emily couldn't join us tonight. Let's hear from both Mitch and Emily. These are the types of futures our entrepreneurs have tonight. All right. Okay. We've got 4 more companies to present in the next little while here, and Jean-Luc from BDC is going to introduce them for us.
Yeah. But we're going to work on our cheers.
Okay. Yeah,
they're slowly dying.
Yeah, we can work on it for Jean-Luc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for Jean-Luc, let's go, and then all the pitches after. Ready? Let's go.
Woo!
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for having me, Zach. And quick shout out to all the entrepreneurs tonight, because I'm even a bit nervous right here standing up in front, and I'm not competing for anything. So quick shout out to all of them. It's a lot of nerves to get up here. So with that, I want to introduce BDC and technology and innovation financing. That's what we do. We're trying to help a lot of companies on their scaling, and as they grow and the costs and maybe their know-how gets a little bit outside their realm, that's where BDC can step in and provide solutions when it makes sense. So, commercial financing is a bit nebulous, but always happy to have a conversation and see how it fits within your business and what you're planning. So feel free to reach out, LinkedIn, chat with me, whatever works.
Yeah, well, I will say my LinkedIn feed is blowing up with this $100,000 one quick loan I can get from BDC. Just click here, 100 grand in my pocket. Looking forward to that.
We're great at starting the conversation, that's for sure. With that, enough about BDC. I'd love to introduce the first company here. So with that, Remy from Elementiam. Remy?
Where the arrow's pointing progresses forward.
All right. Grabbing this mic, actually, like I just did, it's easy for us to do it. But for robots, it can take hours. In fact, grabbing, painting, or even welding can take hours to program as a simple action for industrial robots. With ElementX, we brought these hours to minutes. But why this solution? Well, contract manufacturers in Alberta and more generally in North America are facing a two-sided problem. With, on one side, end users that are asking for more and more custom manufacturing. But on the other side, those contract manufacturers are still struggling to find workforce to satisfy this highly demanding type of manufacturing. So a lot of on-demand manufacturing, but not enough workers. The easy solution would then to go with advanced automation. Well, that's not that easy because industrial robots are kind of dumb, right? And actually, they miss the eyes and brain. At Elementiam, we develop the eyes and brain for industrial robots. We deliver this solution as a package that can be integrated into a large range of existing equipment, and that increase the flexibility of those robots while shorten the return of investment period for contract manufacturer and maintaining high quality and high standard of production. To develop this solution, we currently work with 10 partners all across Canada, and we secure more than 400K of non-dilutive funding this year. We have currently 4 paying contract manufacturers, and here in Alberta. Of course, we are not the only one who want to develop this type of solution, and our competition is two-sided as well. With, on one side, the 3D scanner company or data collection company that give the opportunity to create a digital copy of an existing part. And on the other side, the computer-assisted manufacturing software that give the opportunity to program robots based uniquely on virtual data. The problem is that there is no bridge, no connection between those two solutions. The connection right now is called reverse engineering, and it's really time-consuming, and it's also really expensive because it requires a lot of qualified workforce. At Elementiam, we developed this one Windows software solution from 3D scanning to path planning, so we totally short-circuit this issue. So we target a market of $1.25 billion that corresponds uniquely to the welding robot in North America. And of course, to target this and to try to solve this solution, we need a team with a lot of expertise. We actually have more than 50 years of combined experience in advanced manufacturing, and our team includes PhDs, Master of Science, as well as professional engineers. Our model is that we charge a one-time license and ongoing annual maintenance fees for this package called ElementX. And to help us develop further this solution and to include in the industry, we're asking for 800K that will help us fund the next 2 years, aiming for $1 million revenue and 12 customers, and that will also help us prepare our next round at 3.5 million. Thank you very much for your attention.
Don't forget your clicker. Progressive slides to the arrow.
That easy, right on. Up next, we've got Brennan with Theragraph. Here we go, Brennan. Flip the switch if you need it.
Thank you very much. I'm Brennan Walters, founder and CEO of Theragraph. Okay, here we go. I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a child's drawing of her appointment with her physician. And what's interesting is what we see on the left-hand side. So she drew the physician with his back to the patient and her family while he's entering data into his computer. And this is not how myself and my colleagues had envisioned the digital health revolution to play out. Unfortunately, this is the reality, what we face every day. We face increasing amounts of medical data that needs to be navigated in order to make appropriate clinical decisions. This has become more complex in the setting of the age or the advent of biologic medications. Biologics are complex, expensive, but highly effective medicines. They require significantly more investigations and paperwork. The market is extremely competitive because it's so lucrative, and physicians bear the brunt of this. And as a result, in many cases, patients and pharmaceutical companies as well are missing out. On the other hand, this is Theragraph. So we compress hundreds of pages worth of data into a single comprehensive, actionable visualization of a patient journey. It's straightforward enough for a patient to understand, but it's nuanced enough for a physician to make an accurate clinical decision. In particular, what we do is we focus on the area of chart review. So about 5 minutes in general of a follow-up appointment are spent in compressing medical data, and we reduce that 5 minutes down to seconds. While patients and physicians are the users of Theragraph, the paying customers are the pharmaceutical companies. The pharmaceutical companies themselves have a significant requirement for increased amounts of data, but they also need to support the physicians because the physicians are ultimately the gatekeepers of the prescription market. What separates Theragraph out is our physician-led team, as well as our strong industry network. Both myself and Dr. Douglas Baer have more than 20 years of experience as physicians, and Theragraph arose very organically out of our need for a product that fits seamlessly within our typical physician workflow. We've raised $850,000 so far from our pharmaceutical partners, including Pfizer, Celltrion, and Takeda. We're currently in the process of completing a pilot of the product in two separate clinics in different provinces. Our next steps include continuing to onboard further practices. We are also finalizing deals with different pharmaceutical companies for the data discovery component of Theragraph. And finally, we are finalizing negotiations for use for sale of Theragraph as a SaaS product. We hope you can join us in helping clinicians to spend more time with their patients as well as improve health outcomes. Thank you.
Okay, it works with two people. It's not just him. All right, up next, we've got Christy Lynn with Sintelli. Warm welcome, everyone.
The next button. Next button. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm Christy Lynn, founder of Sintelli and a mobile developer specializing in payments and e-commerce, sorry. So just to give a bit of background for those of you not familiar, Gymshark, brands like Gymshark and Alo have built a global recognition by leveraging social media and influencers to create loyal, engaged communities built around the products. However, for most of us, replicating that strategy can be a challenge due to cost and complexity. So currently, many businesses rely on email marketing to drive customer engagement. Consumers are now flooded with promotional emails after every purchase, which often falls flat in driving meaningful customer loyalty. So we're going to make the same powerful community-driven strategy more accessible by combining social media, e-commerce into one integrated platform, helping you engage with your customers in a more personalized and interactive way, ultimately, hopefully driving retention and higher customer lifetime value. So this strategy taps into the rapidly growing social commerce market, projected to hit $6.2 trillion by 2030. But unlike larger platforms, we're going to offer our merchants more control and flexibility over their engagement strategies. So we'll have monetization opportunities for brands, content creators, and their affiliates. We are at early stages right now, so we're building a few case studies to validate our approach. On a final note, so many Canadian brands today, direct-to-consumer brands, are relying heavily on few major platforms, which if you're in marketing, you're well aware of how fragile the ecosystem can be. And while Shopify has made tremendous strides in driving Canadian e-commerce, the future growth of our market will be determined by how our brands navigate the digital ads ecosystem. So our goal, create a more open digital ads ecosystem for everybody and hopefully drive more sustainable growth for direct-to-consumer brands. That is it. Thank you so much.
Right on, and I'll get one more warm welcome here from Sarah from Cone. Please, welcome her on the stage here.
So financial literacy is a necessity, yet the tools to teach our future generations are either unengaging or outdated. Good evening, my name is Sarah Awata, and I'm the co-founder and COO of Cone. And this evening, I'm excited to share with you our solution for financial literacy for future generations. So 62% of parents report that their children lack money management skills, and with 25% of schools teaching it, that's not a surprise. What's happening is they're becoming at risk of becoming an unprepared generation unless we provide them with better tools and resources. And that's where Cone comes in. We're a mobile game for children 6 and up, designed to teach them financial skills like budgeting, saving, and investing through engaging gameplay. It takes real-world concepts of money management and integrates them into an interactive, enjoyable experience. It's learning by doing, and that's what makes it so powerful. Our game features characters like Penny the Parrot and Captain Cone, who teaches kids how to earn, invest, and spend wisely. There are 8.1 million children in Canada, and with 85% of parents willing to invest in educational apps, that creates a market of 6.2 million. So if we capture just 3% of that, that's about 190,000 potential users. And that's just in Canada. That's a massive opportunity in terms of market size and demand. There are 91% of kids that already use gaming apps for educational and gaming purposes, and with financial literacy being deemed essential in some provinces, there is a clear opportunity for collaborations with schools as partners. Additionally, the global education gaming market is expected to grow to $16.2 billion by 2026, giving Cone an even larger market to target. So what sets Cone apart from other educational tools is our gamified approach to learning. We combine fun, interactive experiences with adaptive learning to encourage adaptive learning paths tailored to different age groups. Our app encourages parents, guardians, and teachers' involvement to keep the kids on track and make it a more engaging application. Our revenue model is both B2B and B2C. On the B2B side, we're partnering with schools, municipalities, and financial institutions, offering bulk subscriptions at discount price. On the B2C side, we provide subscriptions and in-app purchases. This dual approach gives us multiple revenue streams, driving both user engagement, and financial user growth and engagement. So for our forecast, we're approaching a modest 3% market capture over a 5-year term. We're projecting a revenue of $6.2 million in our first year, scaling to $63 million by year 5. So for our milestones, we started this year, and we've already created our 2D characters, Captain Cone and Penny, and we are starting to develop our character into 3D as well as our curriculum. We're projecting that by Q2 and Q3 of 2025, we'll have our prototype and soft launch ready. For our team is built to execute. I bring over 15 years of experience in program development, operations, strategic plan, and education. And while my co-founder, Ikena Onaroa, has 17 years in product development, technology, and financial ventures. Together, we've built and managed many companies and secured multiple rounds of funding. So through stakeholder engagement and focus groups, we've secured early adopters as well as investment commitments. Today, we're seeking $235,000 to be used for product development, customer acquisition, operational cost. Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Let's hear that. Round 2.
Yeah, well done. Let's hear for Jean-Luc, too. Great job on introducing all of our entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to give a couple more sponsor shout-outs.
Commercial break.
Commercial break. Our best friends sponsors, starting with Fasken. We've got more than one legal friend. Fasken's law practices mirrors the Alberta marketplace with experience in the energy, oil and gas, mining, real estate, banking, finance, infrastructure, technology, Indigenous affairs, and government sectors. They have a fast-growing technology group as well, based out of Calgary. If you would like an introduction to Fasken, we're happy to make that for you. How about our friends at Alberta Enterprise Corporation? They're actually the first organization to reach out and sponsor us way back in 2019. Since its creation in 2008, Alberta Enterprise Corporation has been fostering a thriving venture capital industry in our province, catalyzing over $1 billion in direct investment into Alberta technology companies. Thank you, Alberta Enterprise Corporation. Yeah, let's round of applause for that. And finally, CBRE, another one of our sponsors that have been with us since at least 2020, if not sooner, earlier. CBRE is the global leader in commercial real estate services and investments. Entrepreneurs sometimes think they are too small to benefit from a real estate broker, but the CBR team can show you why it pays to work with an expert. Check out our friends at CBRE. Okay, let's hear it for all of our sponsors one last time. And then, yeah, give it up.
They're making this night possible. Let's go.
We'll do one more Where Are They Now? Can you show us the Where Are They Now?
We'll work on those cheers.
All right, and actually, this is a great photo on the left from Where Are They Now? Because that photo is actually from 2019. Was my favorite TNTs called Psychedelic TNT. I made some tie-dye T-shirts with my daughter. This guy Javier showed up. Many of you may probably met him. Javier Cuervo. He's holding. He's right here in the middle. He showed up, and he's been one of our dedicated TNTers ever since. Oh, he's sitting over there in the back. And so I've got a little update about Javier. He pitched a company at that very first pitch night back in January 2020, but it's been shut down. So sad. He took a break from TNT during the lockdowns, reconnected with work and people analytics, and then after the lockdowns, reconnected with TNT. And he's been one of our most regular attendees ever since. He's been an advisor to founders in our communities, such as Resource and Kinetics, and he invested with us for his very first time as an angel investor at our last summit, Summit 9. Thank you, Javier. Most importantly, he's had fun, made friends, and helped build companies over the last 5 years. So just remember that if your company doesn't work out, you can just get a good paying job and invest in startups yourself. Showing us how it's done, Javier.
Okay, let's talk about Jesse Hahn from Natural Fiber Technologies. This is interesting because there's a lot of words here that I actually have no idea what any of this means, so I'll read it out. When Jesse first came to Summit 1, he was trying to build his first decorticator. Since then, he's built 3 Gen 2 and 1 Gen 3 decorticators. I think that's really impressive.
That's really hard to do. That's really hard to do. If Jesse's here, he can explain that to us.
Yeah, if Jesse's here, please let me know later. He's purchased a 5-acre industrial complex with Railspear for a new headquarters. He's also established some trailblazing partnerships with Frog Lake First Nation, the town of Elk Point, and NFT to manufacture sustainable construction products, including biofiber cinder blocks and super insulated structural insulated panels, SIP. And, like many that we've heard array, he has also been investing in TNT.
That's right. Thank you, Jesse. He's invested with us as well. Let's hear it for Jesse. Jesse, is that you in the back? Is that you sitting way in the back? Do my eyes deceive me?
Tell us later. Tell us later when there's some drinks involved. I think we may need it.
All right, let's get back to the pitches. I want to give one more shout out. Someone in that photo his name is Ben Lavin, and he's got a new brownie company called Wow Brownies. They've dropped off some brownies over in the back. Check them out. All right, up next, we have 4 more companies presented to us by Ayo Ayalehi from Alberta Innovates. Did I say your last name correctly?
Of course not. Hi, everyone. I can see some familiar faces here, so good to see old friends. And for new friends, my name is Ayo Aile. I'm the Director of Capital Access at Alberta Innovates. We are a crown corporation of the provincial government responsible for delivering on the technology and innovation priorities of the government. And yeah, we are a very complex organization. I know that. But I'll try to simplify. We support the tech and innovation ecosystem through 3 primary areas. We support researchers, we support entrepreneurs, we also support ecosystem partners like startup TNT. We're one of the funders. We invest through non-dilutive funding. Some people call those grants. I like to call them investments, even though we don't ask for the money back. And we also provide coaching and support, ecosystem navigation and guidance around for companies in Alberta. And we also then support the other organizations that build up the ecosystem. So through funding and so many other frameworks or vehicles, yeah. Very complex organization, but if you want to learn more, you can connect with me afterwards or any of my colleagues. I don't think I've seen any of them here today, but okay. I'm here to introduce the company, so I'll go right there. If I can get this to open. Oh yeah, I just also want to say, okay.
We got a lot of time.
Right.
We got a lot of time.
I just want to say that I truly, life is hard. Life is really hard. And if you choose to be an entrepreneur, it's even harder. You're not working 9 to 5. You're working 30 hours a day. And for all the entrepreneurs here tonight, putting themselves out here to talk about their business, to get your support, whether you're cheering them on or you're a potential customer, partner, or investor, I think we should celebrate them. They deserve a round of applause. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah. Woo! Woo-hoo! Okay, all right. I'm here to introduce companies, so I'll do that. First on my list, we have Kelly's from UpRow.
Good evening. UpRow, the settlement app for new immigrants in Canada. My name is Kelly's Williams, and 5 years ago, I migrated with my family from Trinidad and Tobago to Canada, and on our very first night here, we did not even have a place to live. In that moment, I felt overwhelmed, and I felt scared. And guess what? That is not an unusual story. Many immigrants have that exact same experience. At UpRow, we have solved that problem because immigration and settlement is stressful, but we can fix that. The problem is clear as day and night. All immigrants and first-generation immigrants know this feeling. It's a complex settlement process, fragmented resources, limited financial access, and a lot of trust issues. Because these most vulnerable members of our society are targeted through different fraud mechanisms. And the solution is beautiful. UpRow presents an all-encompassing platform that connects newcomers who have no established buying patterns to businesses. And these businesses pay us a monthly subscription to get that targeted access to the customers that they need. Now just imagine you're coming off a plane, you have no idea where you are, or you don't have anyone to contact. Waiting for you is an UpRow service provider, ready to pick you up and carry you to your apartment, which is acquired through UpRow, your career coaching through UpRow, language tutoring through UpRow. Everything from buying a home, which, by the way, we have sold multiple on UpRow. Our solution involves a centralized platform with verified and trusted service providers, tailored financial offering, and a community-centered approach. And the market is large. Between Canada and the US, it's a $90 billion opportunity. There are currently 9 million immigrants living in Canada, and we expected to see 500,000 landing yearly. And we have the team to get this done. With over 60 years combined experience, building apps like this, working firsthand in settlement, and with every single person on our team having a master's degree or higher, and a support network even stronger. We are different because of our holistic service offering, community engagement, financial integration, and personalization. And our 5,000 plus early adopters are testimony to our traction. We also have over $500,000 in transactions with various partners offering financial services. And we are funded through the city of Edmonton. Our customers have spoken. They love our financial offering. And because of their feedback, we are now launching our UpRow Financial, providing microloans and credit building products for UpRow users. We're also scaling our user base to 100,000. Within 3 years after the launch of our financial offering, we are estimated to hit 70 million in revenue. We currently sit at 150K ARR. In order to do this, we will be raising 1.5 million on a convertible note, which will be used to scale our user base and to bring our financial services to market, as well as our expansion to the US in 2026. We plan to raise further within 12 to 18 months after. UpRow, the settlement app for newcomers, because immigration and settlement is stressful, but it doesn't really have to be. Thank you.
Well done, please. Well done.
All right. For the next person coming, please put your hands together for Neil from Wandering Shepherd.
Arrow to progress the slide. This is where the arrow's pointing.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Neil Helfrich, CEO and co-founder of Wandering Shepherd. We help livestock producers save time and money. Meet Joe here. He's checking his herd right now to see if they're pregnant or not. Yes, he's using the old-fashioned method. He's going to do this 500 times today, spend over 10 hours of his time. Cows that are not pregnant will go back into the breeding process, and he's going to end up doing this process again in a month or so. He has so much time invested in his labor, in tens of thousands of dollars. Meet Fred. He uses a wireless thermometer to check the health and location of his livestock. He knows when they are healthy, running a fever, or even when they're pregnant. Our wireless thermometer sits inside the largest stomach, sending temperature to Fred. Fred also knows we save Fred zero labor costs. Our device is actually, we've got a subscription plan of 2 different options. One is a yearly plan, and one is an outright purchase. There's over 4 billion animals worldwide that our device can be used in, including cattle, sheep, and goats. Of that, we are actually marketing towards the 29 million cows that are pregnant every year in the US alone. We've already secured 5 paid field trials across 3 states, including Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Iowa, that will generate $40,000 in revenue, with another 4 on the wait list. Our expertise made up of our team, number 1 is our cow-calf producer, Sheldon, who you'll see in the audience wearing a cowboy hat. We also have expertise in sales and marketing, technology, computer systems, and business as well. Why now? Cattle are at an all-time high right now. When a calf is born, it is worth $1,500 US, and as high as $5,000 US for mature cattle. We are raising a $750 million seed round that will get us for our manufacturing facility, that will get us into 1,500 farms and create 1 million ARR. Thank you very much for your time.
And up next, we have Nathan from the Fort Distillery. I've been looking forward to doing that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me out. My name is Nathan, and I am the founder and CEO of the Fort Distillery. So we're a beverage company focused on highlighting unique Canadian liquor brands and growing them across North America. Our primary brand is called Tumbler & Rocks Cocktails. We launched Tumbler & Rocks Cocktails in 2020 as a response to a gap in the market. Most of our consumers were focusing on canned cocktail brands, and there wasn't really anybody doing the bottled high-proof cocktails like an old-fashioned Manhattan. And so that's when we launched Tumbler & Rocks. So they are ready to serve cocktails. The alcohol, the mix, everything's in there. You just pour them over ice, and you've got yourself a high-quality cocktail. We differentiate ourselves in the market by using real ingredients and focusing on our unique Canadian heritage, which is a selling feature when we're selling in the US. This category is the fastest growing liquor category in the liquor market. Oh, my thing disappeared. With 26.8% growth in 2023. Our second brand is Mountain Pass Whiskey. Mountain Pass is a 100% corn mash whiskey made using Canadian ingredients. For the last 2 years, we were the official whiskey partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Judging by the game the other night, it's good that we're not their partner this year. Just kidding, I love the Oilers. And we won a double gold medal in the San Francisco International Spirit Awards in 2022. The future of our company as well, we're really excited about. We're going to start representing other Canadian brands. A number of brands have approached us for representation in the US. We signed our first contract this year with a Canadian cream liqueur, and we're launching in Minnesota with them in October. We've been able to achieve some really major contracts over the life of our company so far, foremost being our contract with Porter Airlines. Tumbler & Rocks is the exclusive cocktail provider to Porter Airlines. We work with the Franworks group of restaurants, which is Original Joe's, Añejo, State and Main, and we work with the Fairmont Hotels. Over the last 18 months, we've been really focused on our distribution in the USA. So in 2023, we were in Western Canada and 4 states. And over the last 12 months, we've launched in an additional 10 states, bringing us to 14 states and a couple other provinces as well. And we're doing revenues of $1.6 million. So in summary, the ready-to-serve category is the fastest growing liquor category, and we're well positioned to capitalize on this growth. We've launched in 10 states over the last 12 months. We have some amazing contracts, good margins. Our facility is fully automated, so any funds that we raise goes towards marketing and sales and growing our brands. And our distribution network in the US allows us to represent other unique Canadian brands, helping them grow and increasing our revenue without a lot of additional work. Time's up. Thank you very much.
All right, nicely done. There's only 3 entrepreneurs in that batch. We've got one more batch to go. Let's keep this energy up, right, Nadeem?
We're going to do it. And yeah, not for me, but for the next 4
For the
pitches.
next 4. You know, you got the home stretch here. You got to finish strong. All right, I want to do 4 more quick sponsor shout-outs to our close friends. Not all of them are here tonight, so let me give a little shout-out. Actually, let's start with RBCX. Chase, who everybody probably knows, he's at all the events. He unfortunately couldn't make it here tonight. So RBCX is a unique branch within RBC dedicated to supporting high-growth tech companies. They provide early-stage banking services to pre-seed and seed-stage companies, and they support Series A+ companies to fulfill their financing needs. They've been a sponsor of ours the last few years. Let's hear it for RBCX. KRP, our friends at KRP, this is the largest local independent full-service accounting firm in Alberta, headquartered right here in Edmonton, servicing the Edmonton region. Let's hear it for KRP. And USeed and the Hunter Hub. The USeed funds trains, mentors, and supports startup companies during the critical transition stage between innovation, demonstration, and commercialization. I think as an organization, we share something like 11 deals with USeed, and students from the Hunter Hub are actually participating with us in this investment summit. So thank you, Hunter Hub. And finally, we have our friends from the Accelerate Fund who are here tonight. It's a $23 million seed stage fund. It started off as only a $10 million fund. They're entrepreneurs themselves, doubling in size, and it matches angel investment in Alberta. I believe we have at least 7 companies in common, and hopefully some more over the next couple of years. Thank you, Yasmin and Arden, who are here tonight.
Time for our favorite segment of Where Are They Now?
Where are they now? All right, we got 2 more Where Are They Nows. And, you know, I want to start off with Jeremy McMillan. This was a company that came to us and did this. He actually had his intern, I think, give the pitch, and it just like shocked the room because no one knew anything about this hardware product that could count collectibles and how important that was for the collectibles industry. But listen to this. Jeremy, first investment summit night was an extremely exciting event for my team and I. After the summit, I was able to connect with a few business-oriented people that are still mentors of mine today. Some of the questions asked really gave us valuable feedback, which, along with internal and customer discussions, resulted in a pivot of our business from hardware to software. And we are now selling products across Canada and have started selling into the US market. Jeremy, maybe you should come back and pitch at a future Startup TNT. Let's hear it for Jeremy. And Nadeem, let's hear about Santha, who's in the room tonight.
I saw her taking a photo because her photo's up on here, photo of the photo. From Forefront Insights, Santha from Summit 1 has leveraged AI in health tech with the Cirrhosis Critical Unit, a division of the U of A, driving innovative product launches, including 7 digital products across health tech, prop tech, and ed tech. She's recently invested in and launched a $1 million construction project in India, applying a scaled agile methods to transform retail construction processes, securing $3.5 million in contract value. She's also looking for a product management role to continue in their growth phase of their startup. And I think we've had this one before. You probably guessed it. She is invested with Startup TNT at their very first Clean Tech Summit. Santha.
Thank you, Santha. All right, and actually I'm really honored to share that the person introducing the final 4 companies is none other than the famous Nadeem Chin.
That's it?
Yeah, that's who's
we
introducing.
went all this and okay.
The moment we've all been waiting for, Nadine. Who's our next presenter?
Yeah, so next we're going to have, okay, wait. Before we get it, I get it. Last 4 to go. I need let's just do the cheers, right? Hard time for them. Let's just make it really welcoming. So next up we have Salman Safari from Candle Lithium.
Let's hear it for Salman. Salman and I also went to university together, but we don't share a house. Okay.
Thank you very much. My name is Salman Safari. I'm the CEO and founder of Candle Lithium. Candle is a Canadian direct lithium extraction company. We are focused on developing a chemical process to extract lithium from oil field brines in North America. And our plan is to commercialize the technology in the next 2 years and then license it to our oil and gas partners. While lithium is in high demand, is used in batteries. It has a very high energy density, and the demand for lithium is expected to grow significantly in the next 10 years. And unfortunately, the existing technologies, such as hard rock mining or evaporation ponds, are not going to keep up with the demand. They are very slow, they are capital intensive, it takes many years to bring them online. The other challenge is that we don't have any major oil and lithium production in North America. There's only one small plant in Nevada that produces less than 2% of global lithium. The irony is that we have a large pool of lithium in our oil field brine in North America. These brines are being produced by oil and gas companies on a daily basis. Actually, they produce more brine or salty water than oil or gas. And they have to get rid of this brine. In some cases, they have to pay another company to get rid of this brine, sometimes $2 per cube or $1.50. And we've known that these brines have lithium in them. They are low concentration, the brines are dirty, but they're on the surface, so you don't have to pay for the initial infrastructure to bring the brine on the surface. That means that you have a lower capex and opex to produce your source of lithium compared to conventional greenfield projects. The challenge has been that the brines are very dirty. They have contaminants such as sour gas or hydrocarbon, and lithium concentration has been very low. And there hasn't been any economic way to extract lithium because of these contaminants. Until now, we have developed a chemical process to extract lithium from these brines. We simply borrow the brine for 20 minutes, extract more than 95% of lithium, return the brine to the oil and gas company for reinjection, and concentrate that extracted lithium more than 80 times. This is unheard of in lithium space. The fact that we can concentrate lithium in one step more than 80 times. And it's very important for oil field brines because they don't have a lot of lithium in them. So you have to process a large volume of brine to produce commercial quantity of lithium. The other features of our technologies are the fact that our technology is compatible with the contaminants that I mentioned, sour gas or hydrocarbon. That would mean that we don't have to pre-treat the brine. That would lower our OPEX and CAPEX compared to our peers. To develop such projects, you need to build relationships with oil and gas companies. Over the past couple of years, we've been working with a few oil and gas and lithium mining companies, and we have signed 2 MOUs and 2 contracts. And we have a few other agreements under discussion. And our plan is to build a demonstration plant with the throughput of 50 cubes per day in 2025. This is equivalent of extracting enough lithium for a Tesla car per day, just to give you an idea how big the plant is going to be. And for that, we are raising $1 million to initiate the construction of the plant in 2025. With that, I finish it. Thank you very much.
Let's go. Come on. Okay, that's enough. Extra claps? Okay. Okay. Where are we now? I lost my spot. Okay. Next up, we got Ken Partica from Custom Cottage Designs. Let's hear it for Ken.
Hi, my name is Ken, and I'm with Custom Cottage Designs, Inc., CCDI. We are a new modular home manufacturing company. As many of you are aware, there is a severe shortage of affordable housing in Canada and beyond. CCDI has made numerous innovations related to modular housing designs, the use of robotics, and innovations related to the transportation and installation of modular housing. Our modular design system has been optimized for efficiency in construction, transportation, and installation. We will have several models available, and they will be based on part on specific transportation limitations based on transportation width and height restrictions. Sorry. Our robotic innovations will allow us to glue and screw wall and floor panels, as well as apply spray foam insulation, which will not only make more resilient, energy efficient housing, but it will allow us to build housing cheaper and faster. We are currently in the process of registering our patents related to our transportation and installation systems, and these will allow us to transport larger housing modules, and in addition, we will be able to stack modules up to 4 or 5 stories high and an unlimited amount of modules horizontally. We will be initially focusing on 2 primary markets. The affordable housing market, which we will be working with several developers, including the Green Violin, who are targeting 2,000 tiny homes to be built in the next 5 years. We will be also focusing on our flagship housing units, which will be 2-story units that will have room expansions. These units will be capable of being shipped anywhere by a single person. They will be under 8.5 feet wide, under 13.5 feet high, and they will also be able to be installed and assembled by a single person in less than a day. We'll be working with our partners to develop our manufacturing, integrate our automation, as well as to build a prototype of our transportation and installation system. We will be bringing this together to build our initial modular manufacturing facility. And this will not be a standard modular automated manufacturing facility. It will be one that we can easily replicate, as well as customize and scale to the individual needs of our licensing partners across Canada. We're looking to raise capital to build our manufacturing and prototypes. We'll be offering a preferred share with a conversion option. Thank you.
Ken, great work. There's the joke's been made a couple times, but there's probably some sort of joke that I just haven't figured out the words about Zach and living in his home yet. So because it's come up a few times. All right, next up, 2 to go. So again, let's keep that energy high. But we have Steve Ennis from MyGeoTokens. Steve.
Thank you, everyone. I'm Steve Ennis, and we are MyGeoTokens. We're building the world's first geospatial-based or map-based NFT marketplace. I sometimes tell people it's Pokemon Go for NFTs or geocaching 2.0, if you can relate with either one of those. We seek to solve 2 problems. First, my dad, who's here, he can't buy NFTs. He doesn't know how to do it, and he's not willing to learn. So our marketplace allows people to collect and transact using traditional payment methods. The second problem is there's an inability to collect NFTs that are restricted on location. And this is the key to our tech. This is our IP. Let's take a look at some of the ways that MyGeoTokens might be used. Aerosmith has a big concert in Madison Square Garden, New York City. So they partner with local vendors to create a pub crawl type scavenger hunt where an NFT is available at each one of the partnering vendors. Each NFT is a clue to the next. Collect the final NFT for backstage access to the show that night. LeBron James is dropping a dope new shoe line, but you gotta be in the Crypto.com arena at the Lakers game that night in order to pull down and collect the voucher that allows you early access to buy the shoes online. Or let's say you're planning a big beach cleanup. Incentivize more people to come out to the beach by providing NFTs to anyone who shows up. They can all pull down and collect. These are all raffle tickets for an entry into something of value. We make money in 3 ways. First, we take 20% of anything that's purchased on the platform. Second, we take a 5% royalty of all subsequent transactions on secondary marketplaces. And third, called the Collectors Club, we take 5% of anything dropped on the platform. We become collectors of our own platform. In 30 days, we drop the Destination Collection. We're dropping NFT stashes into each of the top 100 tourist destinations in the world. This allows us some awesome marketing content to prove proof of concept and make a little money as well. Everybody's using NFTs already. We're not early to the game. In fact, they're trying to figure out new ways to incorporate NFTs into their next big marketing campaigns. This is the perfect time. We're up to 50% of our platform is built. We've been organically growing our socials, and our Genesis NFT collection has allowed us to generate some cash flow. We've also launched Where's Geo, our location-based trivia game. Yours truly at the top, Adrian Cooper. He's worked with a lot of the major global brands. He's the reason everything we do looks so good. Linda Stevens retired as an executive from one of the big geospatial companies. And Ty Abbott is an accomplished developer with expertise in both geospatial and blockchain. We're looking for $500K US on a safe note with the 80% discount rate and a $10 million market cap. This gets us built, our destination collection dropped, and our first big partnerships with major influencers and events. Are you ready to change the way that the digital world interacts with the real? This is MyGeoTokens. Thank you.
Okay, our final live presentation, we are going to head to, with the power of technology, a video presentation from ActiveLink Software and Adam Campbell-Watt. Let's hear it for the video.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Adam, the founder of ActiveLink Software, where we're streamlining ground disturbance management, boosting safety and efficiency for pipeline contractors and owners. The challenge we're faced with today is that pipeline contractors are encountering inefficient ways of dealing with their ground disturbance management processes, which can lead to delays, increased costs, and potential safety risks. This is resulting in a significant amount of time spent manually processing the information and delivering it out to the field. I can remember a time where we had multiple teams working together on different aspects of a project. The challenge wasn't the work itself, but the constant back and forth trying to ensure everyone had the right documents, the line locate, the ground disturbance permits, or even the construction drawings. There was always someone waiting on an email or chasing down the latest revision. It became clear that we needed a better way to keep everyone on the same page without relying on the manual processes. The solution we are introducing is a centralized repository where they can bring all their ground disturbance documentation into one place, where they can implement automated workflows, and through the use of our customizable dashboards, they can start to proactively monitor their field activities while bringing in real-time analytics capabilities. A few of the many benefits the contractor will experience include saving time for each on-site supervisor, upwards of 30 minutes per day per supervisor, improving project efficiency and reduced timelines. It will help prevent costly human errors, cutting down on unnecessary rework and effectively boosting site safety, strengthening compliance efforts while safeguarding a positive and respected reputation in the community. We're currently focused on launching our pilot project right here in Alberta, with plans to expand throughout Western Canada soon after, officially launching our project in early 2025 and expanding our product offerings as we start to build out for the environment, equipment, and safety groups. Eastern Canada in 2026 and targeting entry into the US in 2027. Our team starts with myself, bringing over 10 years of hands-on pipeline experience. And while Bodan oversees our business analysis and collaborates closely with the development team to align our goals, Andre focuses on optimizing the platform to ensure everything runs seamlessly. And with over 22 years of full stack development experience, Kirill is the one that brings it all together. We are seeking $200,000 through a safe agreement to extend our runway, enabling us to expand our marketing efforts, reach a broader audience, and conduct the essential research required to develop and launch our next set of features, ensuring continued platform growth and innovation. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Good evening, everyone.
Edmonton, people online, our top 15 startups for Summit X.
Yeah, let's hear it for them one more time. You've been a great crowd. This has been fantastic. When are we going to see everybody again?
November 14th.
November 14th, early Valentine's Day, I think they call it. November 14th. Join us at Amy for the finale. Or you have to take over. I got something in my throat.
Oh, okay. You know what, Zach, tonight's been incredible. There's so many cool people doing so many cool things. I think it's a really inspiring night. Really helps me believe why Edmonton's, I think, the greatest city in the world, and why, I love seeing people who are wanting to create something right here in our city.
Absolutely. And now we all invite you to stick around. We've got brownies, we've got drinks, we've got an after party at Red Star. Don't go anywhere. Hang out, make some new friends. Let's also just do one last final thank you to our tech team. Let's hear it for them. Our operations team, still working hard. All of our volunteers that helped put this on. All the entrepreneurs that presented. All of our sponsors that allow us to do this. All of our investors who are here tonight. Thank you all. Thanks, everybody. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. That's a wrap.